To hear about it on the news. We report it. But then can you imagine how unnerving it must feel when this is your neighborhood, it's where you live, it's where you drive around every day, it's where you make your living. So I got a chance to speak with workers at an Oakland barber shop who feel caught in the middle of the city's crime wave.
Rainy there.
Holly Brooks has been a hairstylist at Slick and Dapper Barber Shop on Grand Avenue in Oakland for 10 years.
Yeah, it's scary.
Scary because she drives to work from Hayward. That means her route to work is along a stretch of highway that's been an all too common spot for drive-by shootings.
It was shooting right here on Grand, and it was like right when I left work. And I just thank God I wasn't caught in that.
Anything happen here to this business?
We've had people try to break in, but no one's ever got fully in. They've broken off keys in the lock, smashed the one point.
Ray Knapp has also been a barber for 10 years. He and his coworker Holly say the area has become a hotspot for crime.
At one point, things looked like they were getting better. Now it looks like it's getting worse again, back to the old Oakland.
They both agree city leaders need to get tougher on criminals. They say right now they feel they're caught in the middle of having to make a living in a lawless town.
I think people are committing more crimes because the DA here is not prosecuting any crime.
Several break-ins in the windows of the car windows, mine too, and nothing happens. They don't do anything about it. So I'm sure it's young kids and they keep doing it.
So the Oakland chapter of the NAACP has been vocal about pushing city leaders for solutions. In fact, this week, they released what they call a 10-point plan for a safer Oakland. Some of the goals include increasing the police force from about 700 to a minimum of 1,000 officers, fully staffing 911, installing security cameras and license plate readers, also creating mentoring programs and job training for youth. So joining us live now to talk about this is Bishop Bob Jackson. He is senior pastor of the Axel Gospel Church. Thanks so much for taking the time with us late this evening or early into the evening. I want to begin with, obviously, there's a lot of frustration. Even I was talking today with some people who work in Oakland along Grand Avenue. They're scared. So talk about this 10-point plan and why you think this is a possible solution.
Well, because there is no others. There's no other plans out there. So I'm thankful for Cynthia Adams, the president of the Oakland chapter of the NAACP, and being able to work with her to work with a plan that at least we could suggest some things that can be done right now, where we can try to abate a lot of these problems that's happening when it comes into, to making our city safe. Public safety has to be number one. And our leaders really have to get the message that the citizens of Oakland, the taxpayers, the voters, we don't feel safe in the city of Oakland. My wife was talking to me the other day about, hon, do you think you might need to get me a gun? I mean, when everybody started getting a gun and everybody's thinking about protecting themselves, you could just imagine the mayhem, the craziness. Bullets would be flying everywhere with no names on them. People trying to shoot to protect themselves. So it's just lawlessness that we've never seen before in the city of Oakland.
Well, I applaud this 10-point plan, and I'm sorry, I just wanted to get to this one point, though. We're talking about, law enforcement and the lack thereof, and it is a challenge. So how do you foresee that fitting into this 10-point plan?
Well, it actually will fit, I guarantee you, because like I said, a wise man said the only reason for crime, I guess wickedness and all to continue is for good people to do nothing. So we're trying to do something, and we're thinking that this plan will work if we work, and trying to meet with the leaders and trying to talk to people that are in law enforcement and whatnot to see about trying to do these things. And we can do them now, which we don't have to wait, for another year or two, have several other meetings. People know what's happening in the city of Oakland. They know it's lawlessness like we've never seen. And so they're ready to do something, looking to do something. We just need some help with the leadership to make it happen.
Look, I just want to find a field so these kids can go do their sports in a safe environment. I mean, we're still trying to find that for them. But on top of that, let's talk about the importance of youth intervention and those programs for these young kids as they go into their teen years and adult years.
Yes, I think our children are wonderful. I think we have beautiful children in the city of Oakland, young people. A lot of them just misguided. They're misled, and a lot of them are afraid themselves. That's why they have guns. They have guns to try to protect themselves, and then when they feel threatened and whatnot, of course, they're going to pull that gun out. And so what's interesting to me is how 15, 14-year-old young people are getting guns. Where are they buying the guns from? Who's supplying these guns? They close Siegel's gun store downtown Oakland. They closed the other one, Trader Vic. They closed that gun store and they said, okay, that'll do away with the guns. Now we have more guns on the street than ever before. And they're younger people with the guns, which is interesting to me. Who's selling those guns? And so there's a lot of questions that need to be answered as to, are we allowing this to happen because we do? Or is it some scheme or something to get rid of people in Oakland? Or we just don't understand. It's really confusing to everybody that our streets are not safe. We pay taxes to the county, we pay taxes to the state, we pay taxes to the city. We are paying taxes to have the protection and safety that we deserve to be homeowners and people who live in this city and vote in this. So we're really concerned. And so that's the main reason for the 10-point plan. And we're looking forward to people helping us to initiate it so we can abate these foolish problems that we're having in our city.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. As being born in Oakland, raised in the East Bay, I can't thank you enough. And I know that we've got community members and viewers who will help. And you're just the start of it, speaking with us live. So thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, that feeling that leaders need to get tougher on crime is a major factor in the effort to recall Alameda County DA Pamela Price. Price has pushed for restorative justice reforms, but her critics say it's letting violent criminals off the hook. The group behind the recall effort is currently in the process of collecting the 98,000 signatures they need to get the issue on the ballot. Hopefully